When we started trading this year, I told my community that it's going to be a beautiful trading year for the US dollar. Looked at some of the currency pairs like Euro, US dollar, the pound against US dollar, and all the other major currencies. We saw great opportunities, and we started selling the Euro, US dollar, and the pound against US dollar. And in today's video, I am going to show you some of the trades that will most likely be taking this period.
If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button, be a part of this channel, and also click the notification button so that when we drop another video, you will be the first to hear about us.
So I will start my analysis with the Weldds macro tracker. This tracker is a premium tool we created for people in our community because fundamental analysis is what actually moves the market. So if you have done the fundamental, analyze different macroeconomics variables like the inflation, interest rate, GDP, and so many other macroeconomic variables across the major economies, then you rate the economies from the strongest one to the weakest. And from what we are seeing here, the US dollar continues to be the strongest economy with a rating of 76. And the second one we are beginning to see strength is the Australian dollar. So do not be surprised if the Australian dollar starts kicking off in the coming weeks. And then we also see the pound in the third place. Then when you look at the lower three, you are seeing something like the Swiss franc. The Swiss franc is seen as the weakest currency so far with a rating of minus 31.71. Then you are also seeing something like the Canadian dollar, and then New Zealand dollar is the three from the bottom. So we are going to be looking at trading opportunities from the top three compared to the bottom three. So that will be currency pairs like the Euro, US dollar, the pound against US dollar, and the AUD against US dollar. Then we'll also be looking at currencies like the US dollar against Swiss franc. But if we are to finish all that, this video is going to be too long. Most of those analyses are reserved for people in the community. Okay, so let's look at some of the trade setup for the week. Now, if you check here, let's start with Euro US dollar. So the Euro US dollar trade has been very massive for us in 2025. If you look at it very well, this is the 4-hour time frame where we execute our trade. We started trading this currency from here. It came down, broke this level, came back here, and this was where we took our trades last week. And then we are waiting for a retracement back here. Because when we started, I told the people in the Weldds community that they should expect nothing less than 600 pips drop in the Euro US dollar trading currency. And you can see that this movement has already started. We started trading it. And what we have here is another opportunity. So I'm waiting for a retracement. So we started this analysis from the monthly time frame. If you look at the monthly time frame, you can see what informed our decision, because the fundamental has already told us that we should be selling Euro US dollar. So when I checked on the monthly time frame, you can see here that for 2023 down to September and November and December 2024, the Euro US dollar was on a range on the monthly time frame. Then December, it broke out of that range. And that showed me that we should be expecting nothing less than 600 pips drop. So if you take your ruler from this point and measure it down to that support level, we are having something around 760. So we are targeting to make nothing less than 600 pips from that massive movement in 2025. This is the information we needed on the monthly time frame. Then we came down to the weekly time frame, and we saw similar confirmations. After the breakout, you saw that it wanted to continue up in that range, but it didn't. Then the market continued. And this showed us that what we have been waiting for in the monthly time frame is playing out. So that sell for about how many weeks now? Look at it, 1, 2, 3, about 4 weeks now, the Euro US dollar has been selling. And it will be wise for us to continue in the direction that we have seen. I am not the kind of person that trades retracement. Some persons will be buying and selling. I trade in the direction of my fundamental analysis, and I only trade a continuation in that direction. Last week, it sold. Okay, so if you come to the daily time frame, did you see any trade right now? No. Okay, look at it. The market is trending downward. It has taking us to this level. What you are seeing here is just a correction of the movement. While some people will go to their chart and be looking for a way to buy that it's been buying, but that is not what we do in our community. If you come to the 4-hour time frame, you have seen if you use your Fibonacci retracement from the top of that range down to the lowest point where it got to, we are hoping that somehow this currency pair should push back to the 61.8 fib level, or it should push to the 78.6 fib level. Then we will be selling back and keep our sell active until it gets to that monthly support that we marked when we started this analysis. So that is pretty what we are observing in Euro US dollar. If you want more clarification on that trade, you should drop a comment and we'll be glad to assist you in that analysis. All right, let's look at pound against US dollar. You know that the Euro USD and pound against USD, these are correlated currency pairs, meaning that whenever the Euro US dollar is moving in a particular direction, the pound most likely moves along. All right. So, and another thing is that if you look at the rating, the US dollar is higher than the pound by 3 points. Okay. You can now see that the dollar is strong enough to drag the pound down. What we have seen, if you start this your analysis from the monthly time frame, just like we did on Euro US dollar, you will observe something. Unlike Euro USD, for this particular currency pair, there is a warning that we need to hit from the monthly time frame. There is a support level. The market just touched there and is beginning to actually change direction. So we are seeing something like a double bottom on the monthly time frame. So you need to be careful with this particular currency pair. So that is the first observation. The next thing you are seeing, if you come down to the weekly time frame, it became very evident that the market has actually hit the support level and it is beginning to retrace. For me, based on the strength of the US dollar, I still have the hope, okay? I still have the belief that this currency is going to break that support, but we have to observe it at the moment. And also a very strong weekly support zone, and it is beginning to react from that level. So you really need to be very careful with the pound US dollar. I would like this market to break out of that support and probably come to retest it. Then we can look for a continuation. And if that should happen, we will be selling massively in 2025. But at the moment, in as much as I'm still bearish on the pound against US dollar, there are some concerns that we need to pay close attention to. Those concerns. You know, anytime you execute a trade, you are risking your money, and you need to put your money where your convictions are high. The conditions, the probabilities of you making money are higher than you losing money. All right. So this is what we are seeing on the pound against US dollar. However, if you come to the daily time frame, this is what I think will be happening. We still have one lap movement before any significant retracement. So the market on the daily time frame broke this level. If you mark this level, it broke that level. After the market broke this level, it has not come to retest. So I feel like there is still one trading opportunity. So you might see market coming back to retest this support level. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, this is what I mean. So the market actually broke this support level on the daily time frame and hit the monthly time frame. Now it is doing a correction. What might likely happen is this. If you take your Fibonacci retracement from here down, if this happens, I'm going to take a trade. The market might likely retrace to this zone and then continue to this point. So if that happens, when you take your trade here, you should close almost 80% of your positions when it comes back to this support and wait. Once it comes to this support level and for any reason it breaks that support, then our continuation will happen. So what you will be seeing will be a kind of retracement and then we can continue to sell. So that is a possibility while we keep our eyes on the support level that is going to be a threat in the long run. Trading has to do with about 50% analysis. When I mean analysis, both technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and the risk sentiment. The other 50% will have to do with risk management, position position sizing, and how you manage yourself when trades are not going well and when the market conditions are favorable. This is what will ensure that you continue to be successful in trading. So whereas we are going to be looking for a sell of this currency pair, you should not forget that the other 50% lies with proper risk management. It does not matter how many trades we take. What matters is how much we make out of every trade and how well we manage our risk. Let me use this opportunity to tell you about the Weldds Forex Academy. If you come to the Weldds Forex Academy, we take you a deep dive into Forex education. You will learn from the very foundational concepts of trading and then fundamental analysis, which is the bedrock of the Forex movement. Then after that, we'll take you through technical analysis and get you to the point where you also learn risk management and how to be a real profitable trader. The Weldds Forex Academy is currently on, and we are running a discount. For our basic plan is $120. But if you enroll today, if you enroll now, you will have an opportunity to join the Weldds Forex Academy for just $80. Check the description of this video. You will see a link to my WhatsApp. Chat me directly that you want to join. I will be glad to enroll you. Let's go on to check the Australian dollar against US dollar. This is the chart of AUD US dollar. Let us start this analysis from the monthly time frame. So if you come to the monthly time frame for AUD US dollar, the monthly time frame actually looks like what we saw on Euro US dollar. There is hope for us on this particular currency. So from the monthly time frame, it tells us that we should be selling. And where can you sell to? There is a possibility that you can still sell to this level on the monthly time frame, because sometime in 2020 the market actually dropped to this level, and there is a tendency for history to repeat itself. So if you come to the weekly time frame, let us see what the weekly is telling us. Pretty nice. If you take your calculator from this level and measure down, you are seeing something like 13.1% movement that we are expecting. This is massive, and that is about 822 pips. Let's go on. We are now on the weekly time frame. See that the market broke that support level and came back to retest, and we are now seeing a continuation of that movement. Let's go to the daily and see if it will give us some additional information. You can see that the market broke that level, came back to retest and continued, and even broke structure on the daily time frame. And what you are seeing this morning is a retracement. I do not encourage people to trade a retracement. Instead, you trade in the direction of the movement you have seen.
If the fundamentals and the higher time frame like the monthly and weekly have told you that you should be selling AUD against the US dollar, why should you go and be buying? Because the lower time frame, the technicals are telling you to buy. You need to align your trades in a way that you move in the overall directions of the market. And this is what I emphasize. I keep emphasizing this point to people in my community. So many persons feel like you can do anything without fundamental analysis, but to me, you have to align your trades to the fundamentals. And if the fundamentals align to the direction of the higher time frame, you are even much better, because multi-time frame analysis is very significant to whatever you will be doing. So you can now see on the AUD US dollar that the monthly has already broken a solid support level. The weekly has broken and retested, and we saw that the market is beginning to create a trend in that overall direction. So what do? We wait for the right point to jump into the market, and we manage our trades along, and that is what gives us the money. So we are seeing now that there is going to be about 800 pip drop, all things being equal. And what are we going to do? We go to a lower time frame like the 4-hour time frame. For my own personal analysis, I do not like to exceed the 4-hour time frame, because I feel like once we leave 4 hours and start going to 1 hour, 30 minutes and 15 minutes time frame, you are going into the zones where you begin to be exposed to noise, and it is not good for trading. All right, so if you come to the 4-hour time frame, this is what we saw. After it broke out, it came back there like a mini return, then it came here, broke structure, and now we are expecting another retracement. So if you take your Fibonacci retracement and draw from this point down, I'm expecting the market to come to the 61.8 fib level and give us clear position. And then if that happens, we'll be glad to take our trades with proper risk management. We do not trade blindly. If you even when the market has come to your zone and everything has aligned, everything can still go bad. So you need proper risk management, and I encourage this all the time. I do not encourage you taking one trade and risking 100% of your account. One of the advantage you will have when you enroll into the Weldds Forex Academy, you have free access to our trade signals. You know, our trade signal is something that you will pay up to $100 every month. But when you subscribe to the Weldds Forex Academy today, we are giving you access to the Weldds trade signals for the next 3 months that you will be in the academy. So you have the privilege to enjoy, to see the details of the tracker, to enjoy the signals, and to also learn as you want. Okay, you have free access to go in and out for about a period of 3 months. If you want to join the Weldds Forex Academy today, check the description of the video and chat me that you want to join. I'll be glad to admit you. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button, be a part of this channel, and also click the notification button so that when we drop another video, you will be the first to hear about us. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.